Hello, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Johnny Baghead. Nope, that's still broken. I don't know why that's happening. There you go. I think if I click there, it won't happen. Yep, it's me. Hello. I'm still under the weather. Still pretty rough. Not as rough as I was a week ago, though. Hence the lack of streams. But though I had to take a bit of a break yesterday, I knew I'd be okay for today. And after checking it out for just a few minutes, like really not that long at all, I tried. So what we're looking at today, and I don't know how long it is, so if we need to like jump to some backup vid, I'll have to figure that out. But this is the Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown demo. We'll talk about where the series is right now, just because I think the context is interesting. You know, Prince of Persia was this old kind of like rotoscope platformer puzzle game from the 90s, I think. I don't think there was one in the 80s. I think it was 90s. And then there was a attempt to go to 3D in the late 90s that went really badly. But then Ubisoft got the rights somehow, and they, with the original creator like leading the story and helping the project, made Sands of Time, which, you know, we streamed. I'm pretty sure it was last year. I don't think it was 2022. I think it was 23. For the first time I played that game through. It is amazing. It is a must play. I guess like pretty much like any version except for the PlayStation 3 HD trilogy. I can't speak, well, you know, I can't speak to the PC version, but I think you can get the PC version pretty good if you do stuff to it. And I was mistaken, you can buy all those games on PC, weirdly enough. But that was highly regarded, and I think a decent sales as well, but not obviously anything like crazy Assassin's Creed numbers. And then afterwards, they kind of kept messing with the series to try and get that style of at the time, mainstream crowd. Why is the second one called? It's not Two Thrones. Warrior Within. Warrior Within was like the edgy combat God of War take on the series. And some people do really like it, but I hear it's, you know, quite different, and the tones definitely aged pretty poorly. And then Two Thrones was an attempt to kind of go back to Sands of Time, but build on Warrior Within as well. And then it got a bit complicated after then, because we started getting like reboots and semi-sequels and all sorts of weird stuff. And then the series, because Assassin's Creed basically took its place, though that's not necessarily like fair, they could have coexisted, but it definitely at Ubisoft took its place for sure. And then yeah, the series went super quiet for a very long time, just like nothing coming out of it. And then a couple of years ago, and we talked about this in the Prince of Persia Sands of Time playthrough, they announced they're doing that remake. They showed that trailer. It looked really rough. There's no splitting hairs about it. It both had the issue where it's weird. The actual gameplay, the level design, and the gameplay clips they showed looked like they were sticking to that. So it did look like they were going for the like new assets, but the same gameplay and levels that you love. But a visual update attempt was really poor. They instead were trying to go for like hyper realistic, but hadn't nailed it, so it ended up looking worse than if they had gone for something stylized. Though the actual trailer was pretty bad. They actually put out some screenshots that were from like newer builds that showed like, okay, no, this was pretty rough what we showed, which, you know, begs the question, why did you show it? And then that got moved from the like but not third party, but one of the like, they're like foreign owned studios, and got moved back into Ubisoft Montreal, and we haven't heard about that for years. And who knows? And then randomly, a couple of months ago, was it? I think it was at the game. Was it at the Game Awards? I don't remember. It got shown. This got announced. This is Prince of Persia: Lost Crown, which is just like a side thing, and it looked really good. It seems to be like 2.5D take on like the Sands of Time formula, which from what I understand is or like, you know, that trilogy. People basically call it a pop trilogy, Prince of Persia trilogy, but it looked like a 2.5D take on those games, which is quite similar to some of the portable games from the time, but with some I don't know how much, but some Metroid style elements. I wouldn't say full-blown Metroidvania, but somewhere in that subgenre realm. It actually looked pretty good, despite what some people's naysay reaction to the visuals. It's like, well, it's going for like a stylistic, like lower budget thing. I don't know what people were expecting. It looks great. In that, like the art style they're going, heck, it looks like what the Prince of Persia remake should probably look like, honestly. But the demo came out for it like a week or two ago, and I wasn't sure if I was going to stream it or not. But while I was off sick, I thought, you know, there actually I downloaded a bunch of PlayStation 4 demos. It's kind of weird. Demos kind of went away for a bit, but PlayStation 4 and 5 games, there are actually a lot of demos on the PlayStation Store. It's weird how many games actually get demos on there and just no one talks about it. And I tried it, and I didn't get very far. I got to like a couple of like 1 or 2 combat encounters, and was like, no, this seems really good. This seems like I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna hold off. We're gonna stream it. And that's what we're doing today. I do not know how long this demo is. It is reportedly not actually a segment from the final game. It's kind of a like vertical slice without any specific spoilers. Though it does have cutscenes. I don't know if they're original cutscenes or if they're just cutscenes that will play out, but the events are different. I don't know. We'll see. But let's check this out. And if this ends up only being like an hour and a half, I'll figure something out. Again, I have other demos on my PlayStation 4. We might just check out one of those. Alright. And here we go. I'm not 100% sure about the game audio yet. I might have to turn it up a bit. But this looks okay right now. So I think we'll stick around here. So like, I'll say this up front because I'm not going to pussyfoot around it. Some people dance around it and won't talk about it. Ubisoft as a company sucks. Like, all the nasty stories that came out about them, and just like mistreatment of workers, the general culture, and then like very specific allegations of moving people around and quietly letting them go instead of like actually firing and punishing them. And since that report, it doesn't sound like things have improved that much. So, and obviously, like, when it comes to monetization and a lot of that kind of stuff, like, a lot of their stuff is really bad. It doesn't help you start this demo and you instantly get like, oh, get this deluxe edition of this game to get like gameplay, what would be a cheat code like 20 years ago, and that kind of shit. But I didn't pay for this. Ubisoft ain't sponsoring shit. No one sponsors me, and this is probably not going to help me on that front. But that's okay. Keep an old baghead honest. But hey, I really like Sands of Time. And, you know, if you have a working, you know, if you have an Xbox One, you can go buy a physical copy of Prince of Persia, play that game. Ubisoft doesn't get a dime. If you have a working original Xbox, you can get the whole trilogy, play those versions. You know, so there are options out there. But we'll give this a shot. I was kind of curious about the difficulty levels here. Because the Aphra depletion rate, I don't remember what the Aphra fin is. You know what, we'll start with Warrior. And if I want to kind of get an idea of like what the other mode feels like, we'll swap to that. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. This is the thing I was talking about. This demo features a custom set of areas, time powers, Aphra surges, and amulets, so you can experience the main gameplay features and stay story spoiler free. For this demo, some specific paths are sealed to provide a more straightforward experience. Discover and explore the interconnected world of Mount. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's not Quoth, is it? I don't know. In the full game. Here's our buttons. But yeah, this. I think this demo as well as just this game in general. Can't remember if it's out yet or not. But this demo is on a lot of platforms. Like people poo-pooing about the visual style, but this game.
The Citadel.
Oh shit! Like, this game's on Switch as well, and it's clearly a lower budget thing. And God, we're way past that point where people should just be. Every game should look like someone spent $100 million on it. It's like, no, they fucking don't. There are games from like the last 10 years that someone spent that amount of money on that visually don't hold up today. Whereas there are games that people spent a fraction of that price on 20, 30 years ago, hold up today. So, the old
Anahita took Prince Hassan beyond these gates.
I can't fathom why Anahita would do such a thing.
Sargon, you know her best. What do you make of it?
It doesn't make sense. She has always been loyal.
She wants to seize power for herself.
Oh, what do you even mean?
The Simorg may have disappeared, but the mighty god used to live on Mount Carve, and perhaps still does.
Oh, Carve. Okay, I wasn't too far off.
It has always been the Simorg who appoints future kings and queens.
Anahita probably wishes to receive the Simorg's blessing.
But why kidnap Prince Hassan?
She needs him. The gates to the Simorg temple only open for members of the royal family.
She has lost her mind. She will never get the Simorg's blessing like that.
We can't be certain. After all, the Simorg may be weakened.
One thing's for sure. Prince Hassan is in danger. She will kill him once she has no need for him.
Immortals, follow me. Let's help Ardashir and find Prince Hassan.
Yeah, I think that whatever overarching story stuff is going on, like, we're missing out on
Wait
that.
for me here. Don't worry. I won't be long.
But no, I really like this art style. There are in-engine cutscenes with, like, that are more than just, like, the portraits here. But you can really see on the texture work on this horse that it matches the painted style that these portraits are going for. And I think the character designs are really good. Like, it really fits in with what Sands of Time had as well. Which is what I like, because under Ubisoft, like, the Prince of Persia games have, like, art style-wise, been all over the place. It's not been consistent at all. But, like, you know, this game's going for art direction over graphical fidelity, and I don't care. Hey, look, it's a game runs at 60 FPS, and the bit I played of it felt really good. And I don't know, maybe just a matter of simple pleasures, but that's
Most sacred of mountains.
what I want to see out of
Been
games.
here before?
No, but I've read about it. This place was once the site of King Darius's palace. Religion, medicine, astrology, geometry, algebra. All knowledge was gathered here, accessible to all. Mount Kaf was home to a great citadel of wisdom, the pride of all Persia.
And? What happened?
No one survived to tell the tale. And to think that Prince Hassan is caught up in all this. Who knows what might await us?
From what I can tell, this does seem to be like a, from the get-go, mythical story.
Who knows what might await us?
Whereas, like, as in, we're already talking to magical beings and talking about magical things, whereas, I think, like, Prince of Persia, the idea that, like, the Sands of Time stuff was real, didn't have, like, all the characters didn't know about until it happened, kind of thing. There we go. Already doing some Prince of Persia shit. Like, considering, you know, what original Prince of Persia was, which in some ways I really should look up when, we'll look up in a bit when the first Prince of Persia is, but there's similarities to that Metroid style. So it makes sense to do a Prince of Persia game in that style also. I don't know, maybe just people, like, didn't realize that this was supposed to be... If this had been a Switch exclusive, I don't think people would have poo-pooed about the art style as much.
What is this sorcery?
I'm a warrior, not a seer.
Frozen as it falls.
As if time had stopped.
The Nice design might be one of my favorites. But the main character here that I've forgotten the name of, he's really good. Like, it's interesting because it evokes, again, I'm bad with names, but the Prince of Persia Sands of Time Prince. It's got some similar vibes going on, but it's also original. Sorry. Ah. Yeah, here we go.
Stay sharp. Prince Hassan can't be far now.
Something is not right here. We must proceed with caution.
Sure, Menelaus. You can scurry from shadow to shadow like frightened vermin.
I'm serious, Orod. There's a strange presence here.
I can feel it too. And there's only one way to find out.
Let's go then.
Yeah, no, in general, I just like the way this game looks. This looks like if Sands of Time
Barum,
art style.
this is Azad, one of Ardashir's men.
And again, it's honestly closer to what I would want that Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake to do.
Long dead, judging by the rot.
How is that possible?
Though, I think it's
Not
fair
long
with that to
before
say,
us.
oh, that would be cool to target more current gen stuff, whereas this is, you know, going all the way from Switch to other platforms.
We are not welcome here.
Stay on your guard. We will find the Prince and Anahita.
We go east.
We don't go anywhere. You'll only slow me down. You're on your own.
Alright then. I wonder if that Cockney soldier from Sands of Time should go up again. He's still my favourite character in the series. I can't imitate his voice right now with my throat, but... Dun, dun, dun. The dual blade things in, well, I guess in a sense, like, Sands of Time Prince has the two weapons. Oh, wow. Weird, when I played the demo on my own, I actually didn't get hit during this bit. But yeah, once I started doing this stuff, that's when I was like, oh, okay, no, I want to wait to check this out. But yeah, this hints to that Metroid-style progression. Oh, okay. Oh, dear. There we go. Oh, I should have parried. But yeah, the combat in this feels great. You know, the parry especially makes me think of where current 2D Metroid gameplay is. But, you know, they've built this out with, like, hack and slash and some slice action elements as well. You know, we've got a launcher just straight up. How do we do it again? Jump on a wall, then hold X to jump higher. Oh, look at that. Okay. What am I doing wrong? There we go. Mighty Simurgh. The bird of knowledge, the Simurgh holds the key to all truth. He is the guardian of time and destiny, keeping everything in balance. Infinite power resides in his feathers. His protective flight brings peace and prosperity to Persia. Those lucky enough to be touched by his shadow are forever protected from the forces of evil, and misfortune will befall anyone who tries to harm him. Let the poets sing of his exploits, let philosophers meditate on his teachings, let warriors gain his wisdom. I'm trying to remember how I did the... like, slide kick. Oh, it's jump. That was it. Oh, okay. Timing window quite forgiving. Wait, no it's not. So yeah, this is demo wall apparently. Also, I keep forgetting to do arrow stuff. It's kind of an obscure reference, but some of the combat actually reminds me of Dust and Elysian Trail, which was like a Metroidvania that had like clearly stylish action influenced combat. That's if I hold the button. Okay, we've got an air dash. Those are health upgrades. Oh, okay. I didn't look at any of this when I first started this demo. This is all new. Okay. Land a 5th attack at the end of an extended combo. Press square right when the 4th attack hits. Okay. Dodge on the spot using up plus R2 against incoming attacks, dealing moderate damage by moving behind the enemy. Nice. Cool. Trigger area damage at the chakram's precision by pressing triangle. Convert a small amount of damage taken to build up. Restore health after parry. Increase all melee damage in air. Oh wow, this is all crazy stuff. What's all this? Okay. Shower Spirit. Launch a powerful cross/slash attack above Sargon. Very useful against flying enemies. Can be triggered from the ground or in the air. Yo, welcome to the stream. Sleepy CCV on. I don't know how to do any of these, by the way. I'm just looking at them. Okay. And there doesn't seem to be a map in this demo. How? I'm trying to remember how I did the slide kick. So do you play daily? This is the demo. Oh, right. Yeah, definitely Friday. I do have a couple of specialties. I do like to play a lot of Metroid-style games and hack-and-slash games, but you also see some survival horror stuff on here. Fighting game stuff, but I haven't done it in a while. I've got to get back on the Oh, okay. That's triangle. That's actually not the one I meant to play. Yeah, a little bit of first-person stuff. Hey, look at that follow. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Oh, you're back. How long have I been streaming? That's a good question. Technically, since 2021. But that was kind of a more proof of concept year. Because I was streaming from a very old computer that I could barely get into 720p. So, I count my official start as October 2022, so we're now at about a year and a couple of months. Yeah. From the plains of Fars to the Nile Valley, the protective shadow of his majestic flight tempers the warmth lavished by Mithra. The ears of wheat, barley, Egliops, and acorn turn ripe without drying out. I don't know what those second two are. The harvest is prosperous and feed the people. As long as the winds grace the Persian sky, happiness, prosperity, rain. A favourite game. Oh, that's the... It's always the question, is it? I don't know if I could ever narrow down the 1. Or even like 10. I'm really bad for that. Like, I have some games that are really special to me. Shadow of the Colossus I always think of first. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so I actually didn't have most of these equipped. Well, we'll start with that one right now. and we'll leave those on. Oh.
What are you doing here? This place is too dangerous for a child.
Don't worry about me. I know the Citadel better than anyone. I know every step. I even go where others can't. I've chatted and argued with every creature, and I know every tree here.
Like this one. Are they all like this?
These trees are special. They're called Wak-Wak. They have the purest of Athra. So, stand beneath its leaves to restore your energy. There are many Wak-Wak trees throughout Mount Calf.
Tell me, you say you know all here. We're in search of soldiers like us. Our prince is being led by a general. Have you seen anyone like that?
A prince? There hasn't been a prince here in so long. I've only seen you. Well, if you've lost your friend in Mount Calf, then you're going to need an Eye of the Wanderer.
What's that?
Oh.
It's a very rare, very ancient thing. Here, for you.
Oh, there we go. There's our map.
Try it.
Hell yeah, this is what I want to see. Look at this. Look at this Metroid-ass map.
Here, I might as well show you a neat trick to remember places on Mount Calf.
Increase the number of memory shards. Don't forget to capture images of your surroundings to add them to the map. Oh, okay, okay. Mount Calf is full of unreachable passages and treasures, which you can access once you've found new abilities. It's important to memorize all these places. Use memory shards to capture an image of the environment. Ah, wow, that's really cool. That's like an interesting take on that system. Don't forget to capture images regularly to add them to map. Come back later. Let's see. I'm guessing with the amount of views it currently has, is this out? I assume this is out. This is just the demo, which I'm a bit late to, but whatever. That's like every game I stream.
Thank you, miss.
But that's cool. I'm currently 2D. I'm normally on camera. I'm currently down with the sickness though, so you'll currently see me in my 2D form. But I'm normally on camera, so just this is my backup for when I'm ill. I couldn't afford a VTuber model, so I just took pictures of myself like this. Hey, hey, it works.
I don't know your name.
My name is Faraba.
Alright, hello Faraba.
Sargon, warrior of the Immortals.
Oh, doesn't that sound impressive?
It does.
Well, Sargon, I'm sure we'll meet again in Mount Calf.
Editor? I'm like a part-time trying to reteach myself editor. But it's been a while. I used to edit a lot when I was younger.
I can, but
I'm having to relearn because I haven't done it in so long. But it's fun. It's fun getting back into it.
Time crystals.
Welcome to Mount Calf.
Time crystals, just like time splitters. Is Cortez gonna show up? But here's the problem with my editing. Oh, I'm English. If you couldn't tell. Sometimes people can't tell my accent because I try and downplay it a bit. But my early editing was doing YouTube poops, and though I got to like a very like abstract level with it, I essentially learned editing in a very wrong way. So to do like conventional editing, I'm a bit, you know, I'm having to kind of unlearn because YouTube poop editing was like fucking up in video and images and audio, and I'm having to learn to like no, do it so it actually looks good. Like I say, I wouldn't consider VTuber because I'm on camera 90% of the time. Yeah, the photo editing stuff I know less about. Like, I've messed with it. But, no, I have friends who do that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, now we're really starting to get to the optional path stuff. The spike stuff, I wouldn't be able to look at it right now, but you can always give me a holler on Twitter, and I'll look at that stuff when I've got some time. Oh, it's a timing thing. Okay, that's what I was doing wrong. Oh, you want this? Oh, that's a Ligma joke. Oh, okay, Discord. I thought you were gonna say, oh, you want this? Oh, this nuts, this massive penis. Yeah, I'm on Discord, but I don't have like a public one, which I probably should sort out at some point. But there's a lot of stuff I've been putting off. Like, I've turned a lot of my YouTube clips into... Sorry, my Twitch clips into YouTube Shorts, and I was supposed to put them on TikTok, and I still haven't made a TikTok yet. Oh, sorry. The throat went there. Okay. I wonder if I can run through this. Yes, I can. So that's probably the gimmick with the spike walls. Oh, I've never been on TikTok. I see like TikTok clips elsewhere, but I've never been on it myself. But you know, it's just good. It's just good to get yourself out there on like a lot of platforms. Okay, I've got to go back. This is a dead end for now. But this just seems really good. As someone who's a big fan of Metroid-style games, but also like hack and slash stylish action stuff. Cat Named Burger. No, I have not seen Cat Named Burger, so just have to take your word for it on that if that's cool or not. I probably will at some point. Because the funny thing about TikTok is, even if you're not on TikTok, you usually end up seeing that stuff eventually anyway. Oh. Oh, okay. I guess you can't parry the arrows? No. Okay, you can't parry arrows. Or maybe you can only parry them from the front? Let's see. I do like that like take snapshot system being built into a game. That's just a really cool idea. Hopefully I'm not going the wrong way, but I feel like I need to go back. Because this looked like all dead-end stuff. Yeah, the combat just feels really good. Like, there's also directional stuff as well. It's not, like, being explained to me, but... like, the direction you push moves actually changes them. It is a lot like Dust and Elysian Trail, which is like a really good Metroidvania style game if you've never played it. that mostly was made by one guy. Like, obviously, you know, like voice acting and stuff like that wasn't, but like the majority of the development, like the art. Oh, nice. Super parry. Okay, and then we've got the super meter down there as well. Okay, that's blocked so far. I noticed there's a currency, but I guess I don't know what it does yet. Yeah, just... It's really satisfying. It's definitely not onto that, like, Devil May Cry level exactly. But it's just... like the air juggling stuff. It's really fun. It definitely feels like you could get through the game without playing that way. But you're more rewarded if you, if you do. And yes, that's the parry. Okay, I guess when they've got, like, the gold parry, that's when you get the, like, timed fins. Okay, I've definitely missed something then. I think I just wasted time coming back here, but that's fine. Just gave me more opportunity to try out the combat. Ow. Okay, so I think what's going on here is, yeah, this opens from the top. Okay. Oh, hang on. Yeah. That's cool. Okay, yeah, going down. But yeah, just the general movement, it's... like, you can feel the weight to it, but it's also very floaty. You know, you feel very agile. But it's... maybe kinetic's, like, the better word. Double check then. So yeah, that way's just blocked off, so there must have been something this way that I was supposed to do. Okay, I didn't even equip enough of these. We'll try that, and there we go. And we'll stick with that for now. Okay, yeah, so I guess we can go forward from here. I'm pretty sure you can finish this demo. Oh, okay, you can parry the arrows. You just have to be facing them. Yeah, like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could go this way. That's on me. Oh, that was terrible parry timing. I'm not sure why our... Oh, hitting walls as well. Oh. Oh, okay. So certain attacks you can't parry. Ah, okay. Gameo Bella. Hello, welcome back. Yes, it is I 2D low frame rate, Johnny. Whoops. I obviously with a sickness you never really know, but I think I'll be back on camera by next week. Fingers crossed on that. Okay, there's the fifth hit. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm definitely better today. I was There we go. Yeah, I'm assuming this currency is for something, but it might not even be in the demo. Okay, there we go. We've opened the shortcut. How's the gameplay? I'm really enjoying this. This seems really good. It's to be redundant, but the point of comparison I would use is Dust and Elysian Trail. Oh, interesting. I think we could just see where we died before. Okay, yeah, that's open now, so... I mean, it's modern Ubisoft, like, can be very hit and miss, so I don't, you know, I don't blame you too much on that. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Something must be going on here. I don't know why the screen is getting all, like, glowy. When I'm around here. That must be for, like, a power that I don't have yet. Like, but when I'm around here... Yeah, it's only in, like, a very small spot, but... Again, it is a more budget bin. It's so weird to think about it that Ubisoft is technically an indie developer. You know? Like, obviously they're not, but in like what the definition of an independent developer is, they are. You know, they're self-owned and all that. But this feels closer to, I guess, like, kind of that high point, like early to mid 2000s Ubisoft. Okay, let's look around a bit more before I mess with that, because that feels important. Oh, never mind. Nice. Yeah, that stuff just looks great. It's it's very it's just, again, I'm saying it a lot, but this definitely feels like a throwback to like what Sands of Time was going for. Yeah, that's dead end. But taken to a more, like a, you know, more traditional Metroid style thing. Okay, looks like I can kind of see it. What it is that this game is on Switch. And they've clearly built for the Switch, and then that's like the main platform it's built for, and then every other platform is just going to be like a resolution, maybe a frame rate increase. What I might do is download the demo on Switch to see if it also runs at 60 FPS. But I think that's why. But I'd say, like, graphically this looks in the same realm as like Bloodstained. Not the like the sprite-based throwback one, the I'm trying to remember what the names are, because there's like Curse of the Moon, but then there's a different name for another one. Oh, hello.
What brings you here, traveler?
My allies and I are in pursuit of a traitor.
Then you and the others are trapped here too. Mount Carf has seen its share of travelers. Many are lost within the web of time's curse. Beware, warrior. Death and
yeah, I figured time shenanigans were going on.
I've seen my share of death.
Even the most determined of warriors must be prepared. Take this. Its unique properties will aid you. Just know that each one is precious and can only be changed at a whack-whack tree.
I'll make good use of this.
What'd you give us, lady? Oh, new amulet. Slightly increased max health. The additional health boost can only be regenerated at tree. Okay. Oh, you have something. Oh, here we go. Increase. Okay, straight up, just got like a store as well. So it's not just Metroid style. It is somewhere between like a Metroid and like an Igarashi era like Castlevania game. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get that. Nice.
Welcome.
Okay, I'll get that, but I can't quite afford it yet. Like, it is weird, because it feels like a more independent developed style game. So there must have just been, like, a smaller team at Ubisoft. Ubisoft's weird, because they do these sometimes. It's like, there's the Child of Light game. And there's that World War I, like, adventure puzzle game. That are this style, though those are not 3D. Those are in, like, a 2D engine. But they have, like, smaller teams that, I guess because they don't expect them to be, like, huge multi-million sellers, they get the creative freedom and they get to make stuff like this. Whereas the others are like, oh, you have to make the Assassin's Creed game. That's gonna have, like, a battle pass and XP boosts and whatnot. Oh, you're on the Skull or Crossbones team. That might actually be coming out now. There we go. Okay, we've got like a couple of different points to go here. This is quite a sizable demo then, from what I can tell. Okay, you're... Oh. So I think red, if they glow red, you can't parry that. You have to dodge. Like that, yeah. Oh shit, that hits from behind as well. But even in this demo alone, there is so many different ways to go. Wasn't sure if it was going to be quite limited at first based on that opening area, but it's just gotten even more expansive. Okay, so that's a double jump area. I'm curious if there is going to be any like ability gain in this demo. Let's have a look down first. Come back here. But there seems like there could be potentially a lot of tech in this game. Do you have stuff like an arrow shot will make you hover in the air? This is some like traditional Prince of Persia platforming now. Like 2D Prince of Persia mixed with like Sands of Time. Whoops. There we go. Within the realm of broken memories. Oh, the stereo sound was really satisfying on that. Oh, yeah, that was cool. That was just like a 2D Metroid. No, sorry, 2D Prince of Persia area. Like, kind of reminded me of the... There actually was like a... It was like Prince of Persia Classic. I think it was like an Xbox Live game. That was like a kind of a mix of like Sands of Time and the original style. That might be the one I'm thinking of. Plus some of the portable games. The only thing I've noticed is this demo does have some stutters when you're like loading into new areas. Whee! Oh, I gotta work on my parries. Yeah, that looks so... Oh. weird pull, but that reminds me a lot of Samurai Showdown. Like the parry stuff that's in the new Samurai Showdown looks a lot like that. This, also the juggling, the way the juggling works, it feels like if you had good enough air control, you can kind of like keep popping enemies up in the air. The thing I'm curious about now is if this has some sort of enemy step. Oh, there you go. I didn't even know I had a charged attack this whole time. Yeah, the art style here looks really good. I will say it's kind of hard sometimes to notice that it's like a 3D... It's 3D geometry, but it's got like a painted texture art style. But the tree like here really sells that visual style. I'm kind of curious if this game's gonna have like an enemy step mechanic now. That's it might have a different term in depending on the game. But in Devil May Cry, that refers to when you're able to jump off of an enemy, and that resets like your actions you can do in the air. So if you jump and then jump off an enemy in midair, you could then, like, say this move. You can only do this move once in the air before you hit the ground again. If you could jump off an enemy, then that would let you do it twice. Okay, I'm going to take a snapshot here because we can't get into that little hole there. This is a surprisingly sizable demo as well. Like, there's stuff in the previous area I missed that hopefully I can get back to at some point. There is a bit of auto aim with the bow, but it's also done like via the left stick. You aim with the left stick with the bow. Yeah. Hello, tree. Let's see. I might take this off and put a put that one on. Up high, Jahanda resides for eternity. With the body of a lion, the face of a human, and the tail of a scorpion, Jahanda has always devoured men. Those who ventured in the Hyrcanian forest and crossed his path would disappear forever. To satisfy his appetite, Jahanda once walked through the gates of the citadel, spreading terror for 3 days. 500 warriors were tasked to confront him. None survived. Darius was still a young king. It's not, but I keep thinking of fucking Darius from Mortal Kombat. Armed with the royal sword of Khera Kaheva had forged for him. He set out to challenge Jahandar. 100 times he managed to avoid his poison stingers. 100 times he countered his charges. Darius called for Atash, the sacred fire. Jahandar had never encountered such resistance from a mortal. He was defeated. Darius spared his life but locked him up in the upper citadel. Thus began the legend of Darius, king of kings, whose wisdom and courage would make Persia shine through the known world. I wonder what that is then. I've got like a lot of controller rumble going on as well right now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a drink of water quick. Yep.
Puny mortal. Your life ends here.
Oh no! Oh, they teased me. Alright. They got me. Okay, I'm curious, because I did miss a ton. If I do start game, does it start right at the beginning? Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna go in again. I wanted to try this other difficulty mode, because I wanted to figure out the, like, that Athra depletion. Okay, so I know. Well, we might try and run through this quick. We'll skip cutscenes. Plus, I think the first time I went through, I didn't figure out there was a sprint until a bit later. I will say a problem with the sprint, when you go through like a loading door, it like sometimes it like disables it and you have to like press the button again.
No, really.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if there is like a separate... if people have just done speedruns just for the demo. Because apparently the demo map layout is unique. It's not the same layout as the final game. Yeah, see, now I'm not sprinting anymore. Like, that there, I think, shows, like, the potential of the combat system in this. Like, I'm surprised that looked as good as it did. There we go. Yeah, and it's really simple inputs. It's just directional on one button. Like, it's directional, and then, triangle is your, like, range move. And then, the dodge, that's R2, and then parry's L2. Like, the launcher is just me doing up. Oh, okay. Ah, I wasn't paying attention. See, I kind of like playing on this difficulty because I think the enemies have a bit more health. Yeah, well, we'll run past these guys for now, though. I'm kind of curious if we are going to get any, if this game would have forced encounters. Okay, so the Arthur meter is that one in the bottom corner. Oh, it is draining. Ah, so that kind of like stops you from like stockpiling it, I guess. Oh, and you can use the arrows to like Dante juggle them as well. That's really fun. There we go. Yeah, we got back here very quick. Let's see. Yeah, definitely want that. Five arrows along a broad sweep. The power each is barely reduced. Don't know if I'd want that. That one was good. And we'll go for that. And sure. And yeah.
What are you doing here?
Don't worry. I know.
Okay. You have to mash to skip through these. Unfortunately, you can't just like skip the whole thing.
Go on. Here.
There we go.
Thank you.
My name. Oh well, I'll share.
Time.
Pop, 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 pop. The animation on that looks amazing. You know, the chromatic apparition, like, breaking the scene. It almost looks like. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and that like breaks shields. that move. Yeah, that's where that breakable wall was earlier. We won't do that again this time. I'm guessing one of the amulet powers is going to be to kind of pick the currency up from a distance. It's a typical like upgrade in these kind of games. Yeah, I never did this one. I'm pretty sure. Oh. Oh, I keep forgetting it. There is a like get back down to the ground button quick as well, which is almost like a Virgil from Devil May Cry move. Ah, okay. Anything else up here? Oh! New skin. Oh, okay. Deluxe edition and mold skin. Fair enough. Why not? Bit cheeky, because that's like an advert. But I'll allow it, game. Like, they couldn't help themselves. Even this game had to have fucking skin system in it. Okay, yeah, there was like a big thing there I did not do. Okay, let me head to this lady here.
What brings you? Then you mount beware, warrior. Even the most determined.
Oh, there we go.
warriors.
Yeah, that's the.
Welcome.
Okay, well, we'll leave that stuff for now. Oh yeah, the trees over here. Yeah, so this was the stuff that I kind of skipped over. Huh? Oh yeah, I completely missed this.
Here's a mortal.
Oh.
Something out of reach.
Oh my. Oh, hello. Do you come here often?
Who do you serve, I wonder?
You know about...
I'm a... I was gonna say... You gotta open it.
I turn my eye to the human world when I choose.
I'm Sargon. I serve Persia as one of the immortals.
Immortals, you say? Interesting.
Hello, giant woman. How are you today?
You stand before a true immortal. Kahiva, goddess and blacksmith to the gods. I forged their greatest weapons.
Have you forged weapons for mortals?
I've served mortals from time to time. King
Yeah, I think
Darius'
I think I
sword
read about her in
is
one of the
finest
like
work.
tablet things we found.
Few other mortals are worthy.
I had no idea that in Mount Carve, gods and goddesses walked among humans.
It was so. The curse altered everything. Some gods disappeared into other strands of destiny. But I remain. I'm one of the lucky ones. My forge protected me from the winds of time. Either way, nothing feels the same now.
Would you forge for a mortal again?
For a few time crystals, we might come to an agreement. Understand this. Even in the skewed reach of time, a mortal's life is insignificant.
Yes, wow, so I missed quite a bit.
Do you wish something forged?
Let's see. Increased damage of arrows. Slightly decreases the power of incoming. Yep. Hey, there we go. Yeah, we'll equip that. And moderately increases max health. This additional health boost can only be regenerated at the trees. And then, oh, there's other currencies as well. Okay. Whoops. Thank you, giant lady. Okay, let me go heal at the tree. Okay, this was the next area, wasn't it? What was over here? Oh no, there was like tons over here. Oh, that's the thing I was supposed to parry. Oh. Yeah, hard mode is no joke. Anyway, before I go that way. I interacted with this and then didn't actually do anything with it last time. So... okay, that's blocked. Oh, this is open though. Yeah, there's some classic Prince of Persia stuff again. Yeah, it should be able to get back up. Here we go. Oh, oh. That was quick. I don't know if I could have parried that. I think he went into like parry stance there. There we go. Yeah, we've got some like trickier enemies that are able to like do the same kind of parry stuff as you, so that's cool. Yeah, there's a dead end there. The stuff that's got like the blue kind of crystal wall, that's stuff that's specifically blocked in the demo. Yeah, shortcut. Open the shortcut. There we go. Okay. Hey, look at that. That's one of those fins for upgrades. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot you can get in this if you like go out of your way for it. I do wish they had gone, hey, do you want to explore a bit more? At the end of the demo there, but that's fine. Yeah, this is we put this to block this off in the demo. Oh dear. Oh. It's also one of those illnesses I have where it just takes ages to go away. Like, I've been sicker, but it feels like it's... And I don't think it's even been that long, but it feels like a very long time. Like, how long has it been? Oh, I'm actually not sure. Oh, I wanted to check my amulets again. Oh yeah, this one I want to equip. Okay, there we go. Okay, there was definitely stuff I missed in this area. Oh yeah, you can't parry red attacks. Yeah, the unique parries are awesome. That's there we go. Oh. Oh, weird. No, grab the... There we go. There we go. Did we do this last time? I don't remember. I think we did. Whoops. Yeah, I believe we did go this way last time. Yeah, take that. Okay, I remember that. So I think at this point... I think these arrows are actually to show... If I show the legend... Yeah, they're one ways. It's interesting they show the last deaths on the map. I wonder if that's a mechanic that's like only in the final game? Or if it's just for... Like, oh, hey, check this out. You died here. Haha. This bit feels like they kind of just warp you somewhere. Oh. Oh no. I gotta work on my parries. Oh, that was cheeky, but I can't deny it was fun. I was lucky there was a ceiling there to make that viable, though. I haven't done that charge attack in combat, though. I've got to try it. Yeah, no, nothing new there. Okay, I think we might be... There we go. Oh, I should have parried. I went for the dodge instead of the parry there. Yeah, I think most of what's here we did see. I don't think I went this way, though. Oh, actually, no. No, I think I did. I didn't go down here, though. This is new. Oh, yeah, we never saw this. Oh, shit. Oh, oh no. Oh, we're probably like, yep, we're really far back. Okay. Guide, disable screen shakes. Shows marker for interactions. Just strength of aim, assist on weapons and powers. Okay. Huh. It's weird how some of these options are under accessibility and options. That's a little redundant. Like, you might as well just... Like, either... I don't know. I'm trying to think what would be the best way. To handle that. Oh. You guys are annoying. Here. There's apparently a tree fin around here somewhere. Let me go find that first. Oh. Okay, I see what I was meant to do. Oh, okay, I did that run. There we go. There we go. But yeah, there's like gold. Oh no! Oh really? Are we blocked off now? Okay, well I guess let's just go end the demo. And It hasn't been a long stream, but I'm trying to think what else I would do. But I really enjoyed this. Like this, just the combat's snappy, and there's like enough kind of like player expression and freedom in like juggling enemies and knocking them around. But they, you know, having enough enemies that you have to take seriously as well. And stuff like risk reward with parries and dodging at the right time and stuff like that. Like they're really showcasing it here, some of that stuff. Okay, I am curious about something. I am gonna hide this for a sec. How much is it? That's the big question, though. Oh, fuck you. Okay, this is because it's EU prices. So it isn't out yet. They have the pre-order for £45. Like that. That's not right. Let me do conversion. Just a... Here we go. But this is a problem with PlayStation Network in the UK. Our prices are inflated to like other areas. Like a game that would be $60 in the US is usually like 45 to 55 here. So in US dollars, the digital version is about just under 60. But how much I like physical versions? If it's that much, I assume it has a physical release. Does it have a physical version? Oh wow, okay, so it's actually out tomorrow. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so it does look like it is getting a physical release. Yeah. But these prices are... I'm sorry. Like, it's clearly a smaller scope game. Fucking, it's one step forwards, two steps back with Ubisoft. Fucking for real. Like, like, it looks pretty nice, but I would say that... You know what? How much... Okay, here's the way we can compare this. How much is Metroid Dread? Okay, well, for reference, Metroid Dread, to get like a digital copy on Switch, is way more. It's like £50. I don't know why it's so much. I brought a physical copy, I think. Or, no. I got it for Christmas. I don't think it cost that much when I brought it. Let me go to Amazon and see how much like a physical copy of Metroid Dread is. This is the funny thing about this whole all digital future. Yeah, you can get Metroid Dread on Switch for like £39, but it's like what is that, like 20% more on Brazilian prices as well. Oh yeah, I can't even imagine. But it's a weird boat we're in as well. Because I remember, like, one of the whole things of, like, going all digital is, like, oh, yeah, games should be cheaper to produce because you don't have to do a physical run. In the EU, and I'm counting the UK, because even though, obviously, we're not in the European Union anymore, when it comes to digital storefronts, we get the price that Europe gets is the same in all regions. It's just converted for their regions. Here, let me go to full screen for this. But, basically, for UK, like PlayStation Network, Microsoft, Xbox Game Store, the Switch eShop, the prices we get are like how much the game would cost in euros converted to English pounds. So even though, and usually that means that like because the euro to like English pounds conversion tends to not be accurate on these storefronts. So for a lot of digital games, it's actually more expensive to buy them digitally than it is to get a physical copy. This being like a full budget game though, like yeah, I'm kind of shocked. Maybe the full game's like actually really big. It's just like the visual quality I wouldn't have said was like up to what Metroid Dread was. But also that Nintendo eShop price is completely taking the piss. Again, you can get a new copy of that game for £10 cheaper. For literally 20% cheaper. It's $50 on the eShop. You can get a physical copy, which means you like actually own a substantial thing. Like you have a physical copy, you know, you've got something of material form. That one is 20% less on Amazon. Actually, like 22% because it's like £38 something. But in general, yeah, when it comes to brand new releases in the UK, it's been like this. I have to be real. It's been like this for a decade now. I just wasn't expecting this game to be one of them. And of course, it's got the fucking deluxe edition. Let me just look at how much the deluxe edition is for an outfit. Yeah, £5 more. Like, not that shocking. Just for like a guidebook and like a extra like boost item early on. Oh, ended on a, sorry about that, ended on a low there. I'll probably get a hold of this game at some point. I am not going to get it for a while. This is a great game to talk about this topic actually. So here, you know, I'm gonna quickly swap to just chatting, just for a minute. But well, not a minute, but for I don't know how long I'm gonna talk about this stuff. It could be a while. So let's just play it safe. Here I am, doing everything I can. Holding on the word, I am. All right. So I don't remember when this video came out, but I know when this happened. So I follow a YouTube channel called Stop Skeletons from Fighting. One of my favorite YouTube channels out there. Uncle Derek's one of the real ones. And a couple of years ago, he did a non-scripted video where he just went through some of the like random rare games he had in his collection that he picked up for like cheap. Kind of, you know, because he's and he explicitly talks about this in the video, that he likes to collect, but he collects on a budget. You know, like he'll go to flea markets and thrift stores and like, you know, sit on auction sites for months at a time waiting for like a cheap one to slip through the cracks. And in that video, he said, oh, I asked the community what website I should use to get an idea of game value, like resale value on games. And they told him pricecharting.com. And I got into that site in terms of looking at like historic prices and what resale values of stuff. And that's been really fun because I do a bit of collecting. In fact, at some point I want to do a stream where we go through the collection. But I think with the way my room... Well, I would love to do it with a physical camera. But I would have to probably find a way to, like, pair my phone. I would have to probably have my phone be, like, a portable camera and do it that way. But I've not looked into it. But I am into, like, the physical collecting stuff. And getting into price charting made me realize how many games that I brought at full price when they came out. And I have to admit this, some of the games came out like 15-20 years ago, and some of them I would have brought for £40 back then, and obviously £40 back then is less money now. So that's why, you know, I have to remember inflation. Because PlayStation 2 games at a certain point were £40 at launch. So a game being £40 now would have been like £30. You could probably figure out the there's websites where you can figure out inflation stuff. But you go to price charting and it's like, oh, I remember. Here, we'll do it while I'm looking now. I remember when Tekken 5 was coming out, I was so hyped for it. I ordered like a physical version off of Amazon. I bought it for £40. It is worth £10 now. If you like, maybe 11, maybe 12. But you can get like a decent, if you like want to make sure you got a copy that is in good condition, you'll probably have to spend closer to like £15. And unfortunately, when it comes to PAL releases, price charting didn't start adding PAL stuff until around 2018. But when it comes to NTSC US copies, they have historic prices going all the way back to 2007, 2006 for some games. But you can kind of see like where prices changed. I mean, for some reason, COVID lockdown stuff actually kind of inflated the retro market. But you realize just FOMO, which is fear of missing out, the like psychological drive to experience games alongside everyone else or right when things happen because, oh, I'll miss out otherwise. You really looking at those prices, like how much a game price drops over time, and you know, like, especially how many games that hold up today that could essentially be released today with, like, all, you know, they'd have to run at, like, a modern resolution and things like that. But without much changes, would still be a viable product today. And it's like, you can pick some of those games up for dirt cheap. But if you were so fixated on getting them the second they came out, you're spending so much money. And in some cases, these games aren't even worth that much in like a couple of weeks' time. Like, there are definitely games where I've waited and it's only taken like a month and then it's already cheaper. I got I got Metroid Prime remastered for Christmas, and when I looked at the price for it, I was expecting, nah, this is going to be too expensive to get a physical copy. I can't ask my family because we were trying to save money this year. And it was £25. And it definitely was not £25 when it came out. And this wasn't even a used copy on eBay. This was like a brand new copy on Amazon. And it's like, yeah. Because here's the thing with the whole FOMO buying games on launch. A game you buy on launch and a game you play like a couple of months after launch, that's the same game. Like, yeah, you had to wait, but you had to wait for the game to be made in the first place. And there are so many games that everyone hasn't played. Like, you know, people ask me like, oh, what's my favorite game? And you ask people like, what are some of your favorite games? And people will list games you've never played that are amazing, you know? And there's some games that I've played, getting into like the retro collecting stuff, that I missed out like 10 to 20 years ago. Prince of Persia Sands of Time is one of them. I never played Prince of Persia games in the PlayStation 2 era. I think I might have tried like a demo on some demo release, and I randomly tried the movie-based game on the live streaming service years ago, but I never like properly played through any of them. And I brought Sands of Time because I kind of, you know, some of the stuff I'd been playing on stream was similar to. Got an Xbox copy because it was playable on Xbox One, and it's amazing. Like this, like the art style holds up because it's very stylized. It looks not that different to this art style that The Lost Crown has, just obviously not too quite as high fidelity, but it still has like a semi-painted look and very caricatured characters. And there's only like a tiny little bit of stuff that's like, oh, there's a little bit of polish here and there that like that we have nowadays you could add to this. But aside from that, it was like, no, this is an amazing experience in like the 2020s, you know? And I don't know if that's going to go away for a very long time. I started randomly getting some of the James Bond PlayStation 2 era games. I forget. I think that's the 5th generation, but I always mix them up. Those are the ones like Agent Under Fire, Nightfire, Everything or Nothing, From Russia with Love. Those are like, even if you're not into Bond that much, Nightfire is like one of the best like kind of like first-person shooter action romps of the era. Everything or Nothing and From Russia with Love are like really good third-person shooters with lots of like different systems. Like there's driving stuff and stealth stuff, full-blown action thing. Obviously they don't get re-released because of, you know, the Bond license, and they were put out by EA, so it has to be right when a company has the license again. Those hold up so well. The Midnight Club series I've been getting into because I never played those, and those are really cool. Need for Speed games from that era. Like I played Need for Speed Underground 2, but I hadn't played any of the games after that. It's like Most Wanted, Carbon, I had never played. And those are, again, like lauded as some of the best like open world street racing games of all time, you know? And like Ridge Racer, there's so much you can play, and you don't have to spend that much money on it. And it might not be popular, and it might not get like thousands of viewers turning out because it's not the brand new hot thing. But there is so much enjoyment you can get out of these games, and in some cases like aren't as well remembered as they should be. Like, not as in people have bad memories of them, they're just not as well known, so they're not in the zeitgeist of, oh, these are some of the best games that you should try out there, you know? I think it's why I got into the YouTube channel PS2 or Die. And again, it was a random YouTube recommendation, so I have to thank the algorithm. It was right this time. It's his name's Joe, and I've chatted with him. You know, we're friends at this point. But his whole thing is just, hey, I'm going to try and beat every PlayStation 2 game. There's over 4,000 of them. And it's just, because of like what his channel is and the community around it, it's really built a way to like rediscover that era of gaming. I've also been going through the PSP Grand Theft Auto spin-offs. Liberty City Stories, I played the PS2 version but hadn't finished because my copy was broken, and I have a working copy now, and I finished that. And I'm currently playing Vice City Stories, and it's like, oh yeah, these are great experiences. And Liberty City Stories is definitely more of a throwback, but what I've played of Vice City Stories, it is like, in terms of like that era, it's probably as good as like Vice City, if not a bit better. But I definitely got to play more of it. Do you have a list of the best PS2 games to you? Not exactly, but I do have, and at some point I might link it on my Twitch page, but I've got to maybe organize it a bit more. There's definitely stuff missing off of it. But there's a website I use called My Video Game List, which might sound familiar to anyone who's heard of My Anime List. And I believe that it's like it is somewhat based and deviated from that. But I have an account on there that has a list of all the games I've played, plan to play, am playing, or dropped. And it doesn't have every game I played on there because, frankly, there are games that I've forgotten. There are some where it's like I have vague memories of them, but I don't really remember them. There are like some Rugrats PlayStation 1 games that I played, but I'd have to look up what they are. And I don't remember. I kind of want to revisit them because I'm wondering if I would like them anymore. Because I remember playing it a lot. It was some like... I remember the one I played, I remember having mini golf in it. That's the main thing I remember. But it had multiple game modes. But I'll probably have it linked just so people can see. But I need to see what my profile looks like if you look at it and you're not logged in. Because when I can, I try to put like, oh, this is when I started this game. Here's when I finished it. Here's if I have it physical or not. I'll give it a rating out of 10 as well. Because I haven't written like full reviews for anything. Because if I started writing reviews on there, I don't think I'd have any free time. Because I do tend to ramble on. As you could probably tell. But I might add that to my Twitch page. I just need to do a bit more looking on there. But when it comes to like best game, like I'd probably have to do a stream and kind of, you know what we might do, that might be a stream idea where I'll like go through each of the consoles that I played and I'll say, I won't put them in order because I'm a firm believer that I couldn't order games like, oh, these are the 10 best games. I couldn't put them in order because what makes, for example, like the best rail shooter and the best like driving game, I can't say like, oh, this driving game is better than this rail shooter because they're so starkly different genres, like, you know. But I would put them as like, well, this is just a group of the best games on the console kind of thing. But that does sound like a fun idea. I might do something like that. And that will fall in line with some stuff I want to do with the stylish action sack stuff. Because I actually do want to do like a ranking thing of like all the stylish action games I've played on stream and will play. But that's some stuff that's been on the back burner since I've been sick. Okay, it's only been the 2 hours, but I'm not sure I've really got anything else going on. And I'm trying to think if I would pivot to anything. Let me quickly look what's on my PlayStation 4, though. I will have to take a quick break if I do keep going. Let's see. I don't have PlayStation Plus right now, so a lot of my library actually isn't playable. I did download a demo for something called Tokyo Psychodemic, and I kind of want to try it. So we might look at that. You know, okay, no, you know what? I'm gonna take it easy tonight. It's midnight, and I shouldn't stream for too long if I'm trying to recover. Because immediately when I streamed on Saturday, I don't know if the stream caused it, but I thought, oh, I'm on the upturn, I'm getting better. And then the next couple of days, I felt way worse. The whole reason I didn't stream yesterday was because I'd had like a rougher like Sunday, Monday. So I might look at that another time. Also, I messed with something called Cry Machina, which is like anime as hell, but it actually seemed kind of cool. I was actually like kind of getting into it. But I've already started that, so I might not play that on stream. We'll see, we'll see. But I will tell you what we are going to do this week. Tomorrow, I will be back. I'll be 2D again, like this. Hey. We'll finish Katamari Damacy. Yes, talking too much can be bad for your throat. Yeah. I think that's probably what I made myself feel worse on Saturday. But tomorrow we will finish Katamari Damacy reroll, because it turns out there actually isn't that much of that left. So we'll go through, we'll finish all the extra stars, do the final mission, and then we'll repeat some that look like, you know, like the cow level. I got like the worst cow pickup on there. Oh, welcome to the stream, Wolf. Oh yeah, sorry, you followed me a few days ago. Thank you for that. I recognized your name for a sec there. You caught me wrapping up though. But just to reiterate again, I will stream Katamari tomorrow. We'll finish up Katamari Damacy reroll. And then Saturday I'll probably do more Metroid Prime, because I don't think I'm going to be well enough to do any of my like event streams. Though I am planning something, because I've dug out my old PlayStation 1 magazines. And then next week we'll kind of have to just see how I'm doing. I would love to be fully recovered next Monday and know that, oh, I can be back on camera again. But I have no way of knowing. I'm just gonna have to wait this flu out to see how I do. And I think once I'm recovered, I'll get back to the schedule stuff, the presentation, the Stice Action presentation leading into the PlayStation 2 Devil May Cry clones, the restream of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 that I've got to make a song for. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I need to make a song for that stream. And because I've been sick, I haven't been able to start it yet. And buckets more that I've got planned. The big one, and I've mentioned this before, but in case anyone's not seen, I'll be starting a playthrough of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, but that'll probably start in February, because by then I should be recovered. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be sick for the whole of February, but I'm hoping by the first week of February I'll be 100% again, and that's when we'll start Sekiro. That'll be a first time playthrough for me. I've not had hands-on with that game at all. I've seen clips of it, so admittedly some stuff I already do know ahead of time. Specifically like 2 or 3 encounters I've already seen, but I've been pretty spoiler-free on that. Like, I've not seen any extended gameplay outside of like the clips that kind of got famous by some streamers, so that will still be a mostly first-time experience for me. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm gonna wrap up though now, rest my throat, get a hot drink, I think. Yeah, that sounds nice actually. Okay then, well, I hope you enjoyed the show. I was your host, Johnny Baghead, and yeah, I'll be here tomorrow for Katamari, and yeah, I'll take it easy for the rest of the night. Don't cough as the outro. Yeah. I'm good. Okay. Yeah, good night, everybody.